Hey guys, I'm Leila. So today you are going to see up on the top that we are on the raid test server, and look what we have here. Down in the Narisan Union, we have a brand new faction called the Sylvan Watchers. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to check these guys out. We're going to check out their lore. You guys know that I'm really big into lore, and I'm big into stories and to backstories on things. So with Sylvan Watchers, to climb the high jungles in the Mistwood is to climb into your own grave. If the beasts don't kill you, the Sylvan surely will. The Sylvan court follows its own laws, and the Watchers obey without question. The tree city of Naressa is open to outsiders, but it is not without dangers. Insulting a fairy is trivially simple and absolutely deadly. Now, what I find interesting about this is looking at these new champions, they seem very like treants. They seem like tree folk, fairies, is basically what we're looking at here. And the fact that they put them in the Narisan Union, I find very interesting, because we know the Shadowkin themselves basically were outcasts as well. If you guys are familiar with the story for the Shadowkin that I had shared before, is that they basically were enslaved by demon spawn, and then they fought their way back, and then, you know, they ended up kind of branching out on their own and being their own faction. Dwarves have lived basically underground in the mountains and were fighting their way up to the outside world, basically. So it's almost kind of like they put the Sylvan Watchers with some other type outcast factions in some ways, even though there are other ones that do feel like outcasts in some ways, like skinwalkers or even the dark elves. Dark elves used to be high elves as well too. So I find it very interesting that they did this. For a long period of time, we were trying to figure out what the next faction was going to be, and people had thought like wood elves or something like that. And that's kind of like what we have here, right? Like I said, it's tree folk, it's fairies, it's treants, probably some tree elves as well too. But I can't wait to dive more into the lore story for the Sylvan Watchers and find more out about them. Leave us some comments down below of what you think. Were you expecting this kind of faction? And are you happy that they ended up in the Narisan Union? Hey, check out some more videos up here in the playlist in the top right.